Whenever you come across this tarot reading, your energy is sacred and not everyone can touch you. All right, now you could be any zodiac sign, and this reading can be for you. If you would like a personal tarot reading, a private one-on-one session with me, Akashic Records, or to join Master Key, the Mastermind, check out that box below. It does have everything that you will need. All right, so for this crowd today, for this reading, we do have soulmates, reflection, and then chasing over here. And the message is your energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch you. You are someone that you really mirror, or you get a lot of people who project upon you. Now, definitely scorpionic placements can receive this. Sometimes different placements that you have like in conjunct with your rising that people just kind of take you the wrong way, or they project upon you with the reflection card here. We do have soulmates. And then we do have chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Okay, so let's dive deeper into this. For the collective on, your energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch you. Jealousy. Yeah, you are someone that you experience a lot of projection in your life, but to the point where it's just like, damn, universe, is it personal? Like personal with the universe, where, yeah, reflection, chasing. And sometimes what people admire you for, they end up kind of resenting you for like that same power that they once admired about you. 144 as soon as I say that. So you could be seeing the number 144. Now we do have running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible, spying. Okay, you are someone that your energy is very sacred. Not many people can touch you. They will spy on you. You know, a lot of people are going to want you. They might look for you, might even chase you. So you do attract a lot of soulmates. Now, why soulmates here? For the collective's energy is very sacred and not everyone can. Okay, deja vu, only you. Two different things with this reading here. So we do have deja vu and we have only you. Now, for some of you, you feel, not you feel, deja vu, other people fear. They feel like they've met you before. I would wonder what's in your south node. Like, do you have like Venus conjunct your south node? There's definitely a very special way that you relate to people. It's definitely in your birth chart somewhere. Could be your south node, could be rising, could be your Scorpio placements. You end up kind of getting people who feel like you're familiar to them, who, yeah, and then we do have justice over here. Why do we have deja vu, justice, and soulmates? It's interesting, you know, for some of you, look at that, divine feminine. You need to know that you actually have a lot of soulmates in this lifetime, so it's so interesting. A little bit of a popular loner kind of energy here. A popular loner. There are going to be many soulmates that you come across. However, very few will get in, very few will experience you at your true depths. We do have heartstrings here, and then justice. Deja vu, soulmates over here. It does say with the heartstrings stringing along. Yeah, it's interesting. In this reading, I'm seeing that there's a whole lot of projection. There's a whole lot of people out there that kind of try to like, I'm seeing like a fishing line, and they try to do that with your energy. I see what it is too. You're someone who you teach people to go back to themselves. And so when people try to grasp you, they can't grasp you. Your energy is sacred. So not everybody can touch you. But there's also something here about ultimately people are led back to themselves. Now you do have, it doesn't matter how you identify, like non-gender specific rather, divine feminine here. You have this divine feminine energy within you. Again, non-gender specific, you could be any embodiment and just really exude this energy in your life or say in your birth chart. Like it's the kind of energy of like, I've met you before, I've known you before, I've never met anyone as honest as you. I've never met anyone as honest, as loving as you, as this or that. That's because you are in your divine feminine or divine, say, masculine energy. But because of that, I will say it's kind of like extreme projection in this reading when it comes to soulmates. And there's a lot of people who end up chasing you. So let's see what this is. What do we have for the Lux Collective on their energy is extremely sacred? What do we have for deja vu, jealousy, soulmates, reflection, chasing? For the collective's energy is very sacred and not everyone can touch them. Why the King of Wands? For the collective's energy is very sacred and not everyone can touch them. Why King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles? For the collective's energy is very sacred and not everyone can touch them. Now we do have two people here. We'll see what this is here. Hierophant by the end of this reading, a very initiating energy. Now what do we have with the collective on? Their energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. Why the King of Wands here? Why the Queen of Pentacles? For their energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. Why the Hierophant? For their energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. Why the Five of Pentacles? The Hierophant here. You bring the balance. Now, where is the collective's energy here? For the collective's energy is very sacred. Not everybody can touch them. Queen of Swords. Why the Queen of Swords? For the collective's energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. It's interesting here. The way that people do see you is like you have your back turned. People get karma with you. Jesus. You do bring the balance, but you bring kind of like whatever balance comes in. Wow, you really do teach people to kind of go into themselves. Where you come from such a place of love. Now, there's something interesting here. We have the Queen of Swords, honest. It does say like it could be critical, constructive criticism, strong, realistic, Page of Pentacles. So that's the energy that you're in. Now, where's the collective's energy in this reading? Where's the collective's energy in this reading of their energy is extremely sacred? Wow. You see how that card fell out? Five of Cups in reverse. So that is like happy. That is someone who's healed. Five of Cups in reverse, who has released grief and sadness and all of those different things with the Five of Cups in reverse here. Now, why Five of Cups in reverse, though, for the collective's energy in this reading? What do we have for the collective on? Their energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. Where's the collective's energy in this reading? Oh, baby. And by that, I mean, oh, you do give divine order and justice. Six of Pentacles here. But with the Seven of Cups, the Hierophant is an initiator. Someone who initiates, awakens, activates people. Why Six of Coins and the Seven of Cups? For the collective's energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. You are like a portal of divine will. You are like a portal of truth, of divine will and order. Now, why the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles? For the collective's energy here on their energy is extremely sacred. It's interesting. You have beautiful cards here. Like you have very abundant cards of teamwork, of collaboration. You are showing up as honest, truthful, protective, independent, a good communicator, constructive criticism, realistic, balanced. And your energy here, it is not up to you. It is not up to rather. Now, there's someone here that does not like your energy. It was still a gift. You awaken people, but now you give the gift of, like, for some of you, astral cleansing, subconscious, unconscious clearing. It's very 4th, 8th, and 12th house energy in astrology. No, you have illusions twice here. You awaken people, but oh gosh darn it. And I'm saying that because the reason why your energy is very sacred. And as soon as I say that, someone named Bliss is messaging me. So the name Bliss, or just bliss, joy, can resonate with you. But here's the thing, right? Some people ask for joy, but don't realize what's blocking it inside of them. And by that, I mean, part of your spiritual gift is that you just show up and illusions are cleared. 144 as I look at the clock. So you could be seeing the number 144. Illusions, anxiety, fear. It like clears all of that out. However, sometimes people don't want those illusions to clear, right? There's a quote in shamanism: before you heal someone, ask them if they're willing to give up what it is that makes that person sick. As my bird starts chirping. And by that quote, right, for those of you familiar with plant medicine and shamanism, yes, giving up, say, like the foods, the drinks, all of that, right, that really doesn't serve you and that blocks you. The limiting beliefs. Are you willing to actually truly release those belief systems and programs that you thought were truth or your truth? You are someone that your energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch you. Part of it is your protection. You have a gift of rose-colored glasses come off when you're around, say, like the collective. Some people love that. Some people hate that. Oh, what I was going to say is you are a shot of ayahuasca, okay? It doesn't matter if you're casually hanging out with your gal or guy friends. You're a shot of ayahuasca. It doesn't matter if it's not the time. Just like you cannot control, say, ayahuasca, right? Like when it goes into your system, and this or that, you cannot control your presence, and by that, I mean, like, you are truly like a shot of sacred medicine, but nobody drank anything. Silence. Like, that's what I'm seeing in this reading. You're someone, though, in your life, you'll know that this reading is for you, that you've had to yourself kind of eat your own ego and illusions in, I almost want to say harsh ways, but in very deep ways, that it has kind of prepared you for this. In your own life, you have had to release so much ego and illusion. And it is, though, your like simultaneous gift that you hold on to this, that you come into people's lives and you are a spiritual awakening that they didn't ask for. But here's the thing. You're still a sacred soul. You're a beautiful soul. This is a gift of yours that you actually, you didn't ask for this either. And so part of it is boundaries, right? Knowing your power. And what else was I going to say? When it comes to, say, other people, you having the boundaries. And just like someone would treat plant medicine sacred, it's treating you just as sacred. Like, that's what I'm seeing here. Like, say, like you would treat the high priest, like you would treat like the white cloth, whatever, resonates with you, whatever you think is holy, you should be treated as holy water too. We're 80% water, aren't we? And that's what I'm seeing here. It's interesting. Why King of Wands and the Six of Cups here for? Why the King of Wands and the Six of Cups for? The collective's energy is sacred and not everyone can touch them. Two of Cups. Why King of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Two of Cups for the collective's energy is sacred and not everyone can touch them. Part of it is you've been through a lot. Like, for some of you, you've been through your initiations. You don't have to go through death cycles. And that's actually an ancient law, truthfully. 144 as I say that. You don't have to, say, go through the initiations, the death cycles that you've mastered or been through. And I say that with a grain of salt. You know, we're always learning and unlearning and things like that. But it's more of, you know, when someone hasn't learned that lesson and you've learned that soul lesson or say contract 30,000 times, and this is someone's first time, you know, learning it, 9 of Wands here, you're very protected. Now, why do we have King of Wands, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords here? For the collective energy is sacred. Not everyone can touch them. It's interesting here. You are getting a reward for your hard work. Your back, though, is turned to something here. You act like your presence, you know, you're a shadow worker. You just need to know that. And just because you're a shadow worker, look at that, the Fool card, you're in, you know, you're not the bad guy. You're not the bad guy here. But I will say you're someone that people either love you or they project upon you that you're the bad guy and you're not. That's what I'm seeing here. Why the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords? For not everybody can touch the collective. The collective's energy is very sacred and not everyone can touch them. Why the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords? Why the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords? Why the Temperance card, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Pentacles? Very interesting here. This is the energy that you hold. Why the 5 of Pentacles? For the collective's energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. This is key here. There are sometimes, look at that judgment. This is God judgment in this reading, where you are someone that, like, be careful. That's actually why God protects you. You are someone, though, that you can be winning or doing very well, and first of all, the only reason why you say have anything is because you've been, say, initiated into it, if that resonates with you. Life initiates you. You've been through the things. You've released the material. You've traveled through your own subconscious, unconscious, and mind. You've released the materials. You know, you've been through things and things like that. That's the only reason why you have what you have. But here's the key thing here. You've done more work than people think that you have done. You do not look like what it is that you have been through. And so people end up resenting you at the end here. So just confirmation that what people love you for, they end up resenting you for. They love your wisdom. They love your power. They love all of this stuff. They love your divine feminine energy. They love it. And then when Spirit asks them to kind of, you know, create the energy for themselves, and that's ultimately what this is when people realize they have to, like, say, create that own energy for themselves, they're like, oh, you know. But here's the thing. By the end of this, a lot of people do end up projecting upon you, where you give people shadow work healing. But that's when you make people eat their vegetables and fruits, and people want sugar and sweets. But here's the thing. You are sugar, you are sweet. You know, like, you're not force feeding people vegetables. It's your existence. Confirmation over here. It's your existence. You are not force feeding people vegetables. But here's the thing. People, they like, you know, people want to get into your energetic field, but they don't want to go through the transformation. You are someone who's a powerhouse here. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Why the Temperance card for the collective on? Why the Temperance card here for the collective? Their energy is very sacred. Few people can touch them. Knight of Wands. 10 of Wands over here. You also, though, it's interesting, you do teach people to come back home to themselves. But you also have this, like, thing about you, about your energy, of balance. People, here's the thing, people cannot take from your energy. And so the second, like, they feel like they can or do, or unknowingly, they end up going through awakenings. 10 of Wands with the Knight of Wands here. Now, why 10 of Wands with the Knight of Wands? To clarify, Temperance card. Ace of Pentacles, creative energy, life force energy, all of that is money, it's wealth, it is prosperity. And so, I see exactly what this is here. Your material victory and success has only come through you like being initiated. You know what I mean? Like your mind, your heart, your soul, you know, of life. Yeah, you've done the work, especially the subconscious, unconscious, and the soul work. And what other people don't realize is that they also would have to do the work in order to have what it is that you have. All right, now, why the Hierophant here? For the collective's energy is sacred. Not everyone can touch them. Look at you. Justice card. You bring divine order. Part of it, though, is your protection, where you are a loving, beautiful soul. You do not deserve for people to be like, oh my God, you walked into my life and I had to awaken. Okay, we all are. We're all in this beautiful mystery school called life, you know, or earth. 7 of Wands, the Hierophant. It's interesting. You are protected here. Okay, Hierophant, the 7 of Wands. Now, someone projected fear upon you or prayed against you. 4 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. And very instantly, because 3 of Cups, someone may have even gotten instant like karma for praying against you or having fear about you. Why the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords? For the collective's energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. Whoa, access denied according to God's will. This is the Divine Will card over here, the Chariot card. 2 of Swords, divided loyalties. It says torn between 2 relationships, opposition, facing your fears. Whoa. You know, you actually kind of told this person here of, and you may have not even told this person that. You know, this is just more of your instant protection, okay? You have instant return to sender all over your energy. Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords here. Do not attack me out of a place of fear. I've released my fears. Instantly, this prayer, this request to the universe that someone put in about you was denied. Now, for some of you, they may have actually had a financial, like some sort of loss here because of, oh, Jesus. Oh my God, being sneaky. That's the truth. Enemies disguised as friends. Oh. Well, someone prayed against you, you know, whatever it is, thinking against you, praying against you, you know, whatever it is, out of fear. And it was from a place of like, oh my God, no, please, you know, like get the collective away from me. I'll give this example. Say all you do is show up in someone's life and all of a sudden that person gets a flat tire. It does not always mean that it's that person. That is energy that is clearing, and that is such a finite perspective. It is such a duality perspective of like, say, someone who is in extreme duality, you know? We do have jealousy here. We do have toxicity here. So either way, someone like tried to stop you from a place of fear, and this person got an instant return to sender from the universe. We have the Ace of Swords here. You were in the truth. This person was actually coming from a place of fear. 7 of Swords. Enemies disguised as friends, deception. 8 of Cups here. And the Page of Swords, where you're going to walk away. You are going to move on, but it says vigilance. You don't want to be hyper vigilant, you know, where for some of you, maybe in life, you could have even been overprotective at some point. You know, it feels like you have been through things here. You've been through like projection, you know, and things like that. With the 8 of Cups and then the Page of Swords over here, you walk away, but it teaches you a lesson of, All right, I'm gonna have my sword up. I'm gonna have my protection. I'm gonna have my boundaries, because despite this person like praying against you, sending you energy, and it was your friend. Okay, you got the Three of Cups here. It was your own people. You end up being fine. You end up being very protected and walking away, but you just kind of have to reevaluate after. Why the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords for? The collective's energy is very sacred. Not everyone can touch them. You end up walking into a wish fulfillment, actually. Nine of Cups here. All right, you're very protected. It does say wish fulfillment, happiness, cheerfulness, joy, contentment. You were not wrong in this situation. Someone was projecting their fears upon you, praying against you, spell work against you, thinking against you, whatever it may be. Four of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. This was your friend or someone close to you, Three of Cups. Instantly, their fears were denied. And it feels like they actually went through karma. But here's the thing here. Sometimes people wonder why nothing is happening to you, or at least they feel it. You never know what's happening to someone, but sometimes people are looking for you to get karma, and it actually makes them a little bit more upset that you don't get the karma that they think that you deserve, or this or that. All right. So that's what I have for you. I do hope that this resonates in a positive way. What are some cards of advice for this reading? For the collective's energy is very sacred. Empress card. And the Empress, though, is the queen of her energy is so sacred, or him. Empress is an energy within, and you just can't touch them. I'm hearing, no, can't touch this. Nine of Pentacles, independent wealth. You do have this energy of the Empress that sometimes people wonder, just why is, again, projection. Or someone may even see the Empress and think of oh, that Empress just sits there, or this or that. So like the Empress, you can attract projection, things like that. You are so protected. You also have the ability to magnetize, to attract so much, and that's a quality of yours. As soon as I say that, someone said, I can see my inner magician. Okay, so just confirmation of that inner magician and co-creator within you. All right, so that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.